Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, last time we were going through the last parts of Chains of Diplomacia Chapter 3. We're not quite done with Chapter 3 yet. I realized my mistake yesterday. I kept saying, aren't we on Chapter 4 now? I was like, no, we're only on Chapter 3, Part 4. And, I might have realized that by the end of the video, but, you know, I said it several times. But, so if you remember, like, Prishe was having, like, bad dreams because she lost her amulet, but we gave her our amulet that we got from the mysterious boy. And it calmed her condition down. And we were told to go look for something in Pso'Xja. The boy, I guess, in Pso'Xja. And Pso'Xja are these Bucidine Glacier, version of the Horutoto ruins. And they said we needed to talk to the Tinshoto to be able to get inside. But that's not entirely true. We can actually enter Pso'Xja ourselves at any time. It's just we can't go all the way to where we need to do the mission without the Tinshoto. But the reason we're coming here first is quite, you know, a little bit paradoxical, I guess. We have to farm chips for a key item. I believe they come from these dire mites, which I might just try to kill on a few spells or something. I don't know exactly how much HP these have. They're too weak. They check as too weak, but I don't really know. Oh, we got double ice weather. We might as well use blizzard. And then water, I guess. Fast and water was a mistake. Damn. Okay, maybe we'll stick to melee. The problem with magic is, especially on weak creatures, it's always so expensive relative to how much damage it does. The good thing about magic is that normally it does a lot of damage, even to high-level creatures. Maybe I should break out a Thief Trust. Speed up the kill speed too, I guess. There's Nanamigo. Oh right, I can't summon her in battle. Whoops. Well, see if we still need her after this. Why don't we whip out some trusts that are people who have recently been involved with us in Chains of Diplomacia, like Sid. Let's see, who else? Hey, look, they've talked about Mildarian, but Tintin. We just saw Tintin. We know he came up here. I think that's really it. Now, I don't remember what monsters in here actually drop exactly what we need. I just know that dire mites are capable of dropping it. We're looking for rare exclusive chip items. There's like Carmine chip, Dusky chip, Grade chip, I think like Fuchsia chip or something. Florid stone, I don't think that's it. I think that's for something else. I have to look up what that's for. I'll keep it for now, but it's not what we're here for. If you see that swirl of energy down the hall, Pso'Xja is kind of strange. I think we have a map because we bought it, but like I never had a map to this place before. But more or less, like you run into these and they teleport you to another region rather than letting you go down the hall. And as you can hear, Pso'Xja itself has its own theme, which is actually one of my favorite area themes in the game. Dude, that delete our trusts? Wow, that's annoying. Whatever, I'll just get... Oh, it killed our buffs too. It counted as zoning. Interesting. Annoying, but interesting. I don't actually remember the best place to farm this stuff. And I think dynamites aren't the only thing to drop the chips. And the thing is we don't need a specific type of chip, but everyone, for some reason in the guides, associates this quest with killing dynamites for the chips. So... More lizard blood. Surprised these dynamites are taking so little from End Blizzard. Maybe they're resilient to ice. I wouldn't think that they were, but end spells normally do more damage than that. I remember one of the red swirls of this was advertised on the back of the Chains of Promathia box. It had like I think it was like a Galka Dark Knight, a Hume White Mage, I think an Elven Monk, in their full artifact armor, were like standing in front of the let's try an arrow, even though we've got double ice weather. Hey, how dare you interrupt me, you slut? I didn't come here to be interrupted by too weak to be worthwhile hits. Something that's always kind of driven me a little bit nuts. Man, the wind's doing even less damage. What the hell? Do my end spells just suck today, or did they like ninja nerf end spells or something? Like, what is this? Those lizards can drop the a variant of chip as well. We'll kill them too. The lizards aren't taking good damage from this either. Let's try End Thunder. Truly strange. I know that lizards don't have any particular crazy immunities to anything. Maybe it's just a quirk about monsters in Pso'Xja or something. No luck there. I wonder where this white one goes. I'm trying to remember. I think Pso'Xja had level cap of 40 back in the day. So in order to farm these, there was one instance of Pso'Xja that's up near the new tower where we farmed new for the brown belt. That has is not level capped, and that's where, if I remember right, that's where I went and farmed my chips the last couple of times I did this quest, you know, like 10 years ago or whatever, so... Maybe I should have just come here and farmed the chip off camera. But I mean, this is part of Chains of Promathia, so... I don't know. Yeah, I remember back in the day, these Pso'Xja ruins, to me they were, like, new and impressive and, like, awesome, because I never had actually gone into the Horutoto ruins, really. Like, I'd been in them, like, maybe once or twice. Not enough for them to be familiar to me. And the, ooh, we got a blue. We got a blue mist. How about that? Maybe I should have come thief for this, since the monsters are too weak to be worthwhile anyway. Gazer, gazer. Are we back at, like, the start? Yeah, I think we're back at the start. Interesting. Let's go in the green one. But yeah, the interior of Pso'Xja to me is in my brain it's, you know, flipped around. Like, you're supposed to think that Pso'Xja looks like the Horutoto ruins, but to me the Horutoto ruins look like Pso'Xja. So let's just get out another Mithra, because why not? Let's have a Mithra on each arm. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it fast and hard. That's my kind of cat girl. Yeah. With the Nanamigo out, we have Treasure Hunter 1, so it's the same as subbing Thief at this level. Sadly, later in life... oh, great ship, sweet, we're done. Awesome. Okay, that took longer than I wanted it to, but we got a chip now. So we can just go to the Tenshodo now. And they're using this chip, they're going to make us a key item that can only be made with one of these chips. Any of the chips will do. Like, if you get a Carmine chip from, like, a lizard or whatever, or, like, one of the other varieties of colors of chip, they'll make the item for you. But it's got to be one of these exclusive chips. You can't... Like, there's some colored chips you can buy from Tenshodo people in, like, the 3 main nations, but those chips do not work. You gotta get chips from Pso'Xja. Okay, so we gotta go to Gebi Demomohi in the Tenshodo. And yeah, actually, while we're here, let's just go ahead and step into the Mog House real quick to restore our MP. Like, we could let Refresh slowly do the job, and it probably would, but we might as well... Well, it's like, we're like missing like 300 MP, so... We're almost 300 MP. What set am I wearing? I said, what set am I wearing? Oh, it's because I'm missing my... I don't have my star ring on, that's why the MP is lower. Whatever. What? You want to explore the towers of Pso'Xja? That shouldn't be a problem. We recently opened those ruins to all explorers. However, the Tenchodo is currently conducting an investigation on the deeper areas of the central tower, and we can't have pesky adventurers running around getting in our way. Though, if you were to scratch our backs, we wouldn't have a problem scratching yours. It just so happens that the Tenchodo is searching for a certain jewel that is very popular in the Near Eastern countries. What kind of gem is it? Well, they're thin, hexagonally shaped, and come in rare colors like carmine and cyan. I heard that rich people like to decorate their turbans with them. They even say that sometimes a strange light shoots from their centers, though I've never seen it happen. Luckily for you, we've been finding a lot of those jewels in the other towers of Pso'Xja. Unfortunately, some strange device in that place seems to weaken even the strongest of our members. That's a reference to it lowering your level cap to 40. But like I said, back in the day, you could just go to the tower, the new tower, and you could farm there for the chips at maximum level, or 75 or whatever. So, here's your great chip, lady. No, she gave us money. Why'd you give us money? I'm already in the Tenchodo. Okay, so we got the Pso'Xja pass. And I believe that's a permanent key item. Somewhere in here. We'll find it when we're running through Pso'Xja, maybe. Although we're gonna have to go through all those aura walls again, so which apparently counts as zoning. I never realized that. Apparently the order is red, black, or the black might look purple to you because it probably has purple swirls in it. A lot of black stuff does in this game. Of course, the red ones have black swirls in them, so I don't know. And back in the day, you had to like sneak an invisible up every time you went through one. So for non-mages, and even for mages, because some of the places have bombs that aggro magic. Like back in the day, you just had to bring silent oils and sneak oils to run on through, unless your party was like intent on fighting their way to it, which no one's party was intent on doing that. Like maybe at first, but not no more. It's kind of funny. I still upload Final Fantasy XIV content, and I will go back and finish that Let's Play up to the current like progress of 14 at some point. It's just not the thing I want to do right now. But I uploaded like some Savage fight. It got thumbs downs already, and I'm just wondering if that's someone who randomly found it and doesn't like the perspective, or if it's one of my actual like recent subscribers who's like following me for 11 content and just doesn't want to see 14 content or something. I understand, I guess. 11 players are pretty salty about 14, and I think that's silly, but you know, whatever. Man, I need to clean my computer monitor. This is ridiculous. After I record this, I'm gonna go get some screen cleaner. Let's see. Key item. Permanent key item, right? Pso'Xja pass. Yeah, there we go. The slip of paper reads, "You have been hereby granted permission by the Tenchodo to travel into the deeper areas of the Pso'Xja ruins." Okay. Seems legit, I guess. So it's red, black, or red, purple. There's a way we gotta go. So, that's blue. There's red. See, red is like half black anyway. Like, I definitely call that the red aura, but like, all these auras got a little bit of black in them. And that's purple. That's definitely purple. But apparently they want to call this one the black one, probably because there is no one that's just solid black, since they all have black in them. guess whoever wrote the guide's kind of like looking down on purple. They listed purple second, and they want to call this the black one. Honestly, if they wanted to make it black, they could have. You saw the miasma in Ottawa Chasm. If they wanted a pure black cloud, they could have easily made it. So these are purple ones, guide. You can go, whoever edits that wiki can go back and delete black and just put purple. Not that complex, I guess. I mean, I guess if I didn't know where I was going, like what color, what led to what, I'd have to like go through a few times, and you know, do process of elimination, you know, trial and error. But whatever. This guy said red, purple, so we went red, purple. And we got vampire bats now, which are also too weak to be worthwhile to us. Because everything in these original Chains of Prometheus zones was intended to be fought while being forcibly level synced. Also in an era, as I've mentioned before, where when you got level synced, you didn't just get your current gear scaled down in level. You actually had to wear gear and have gear of the level you were being synced down to. And the first big nerf to Chains of Prometheus was actually indirect. Whenever, at the 75 cap, whenever they introduced level sync to make getting EXP parties easier for people, they did not think about how that might break the game or alter, you know, alter like quest lines and stuff. And the big thing it altered about Chains of Prometheus is now you didn't need to carry around a level 30 gear set, a level 40 gear set, a level 50 gear set, a level 60 gear set, just to help people through the first 6 chapters of Chains of Prometheus. Which was a good thing. But synced down gear usually sucks. It sucks a lot worse than gear you could wear that's of the level you're being synced down to. So, man, this slip of paper really is going to activate this, like, crystal door? That seems like bupkis. But whatever. Magic is magic. Yeah, the other way level sync broke the game, though, was just the fact that you could get someone level synced, right, to, like, let's say level 25. And I probably mentioned this last year at some point when I was walking through Koralaka Tunnel, because that's where this used to happen. You'd get someone synced to level 20 or 25 or something like that, and you'd have the person who's actually level 25, like they'd just be like a mule that you got to level 25, no sub job, whatever. You have them level synced, and then you have, I think it's 4 summoners or whatever, and then or however many summoners. I don't remember if this took place in an alliance or not, but basically you just get one person and you summon or burn them, level sync level 25. You have like someone else who's a high level, like aggro or throw like a dart at like a bat or whatever, and then run through the entirety of Koralaka Tunnel and link aggro and link every single monster possible that aggroes and links. So spiders, bats, crabs, you name it. You just aggro and sweep everything through there, and you run it all the way back to these summoners, and they astro flow it. And the level 25 person, you have them dead. You just have them there dead. They don't get any EXP from this. But then the persons that you're trying to level and the summoners, they get incredibly tough experience points for everything they kill with Astral Flow. And they basically kill the whole zone. So it's like several hundred monsters killed at once. And this will let people summon or burn jobs to like 75 in just like a day or two. But anyway, enough about level sync. We got story to do. That's Tenzin again. Nope, ain't seen him. Aren't you cold, man? Samurai armor isn't exactly rated for the cold, I'm pretty sure. And we're feeling a chill in the air, and we're already in a place that's like in the Arctic. Interesting. Okay. This looks like the frickin' full moon fountain. Darkness named, huh? Entering the battlefield, darkness named. Go Manny Enko holds the record with 1 minute 17 seconds. How about that? Probably walked in item level gear and killed him in 1 hit. Unlike Blue Mage or something. Oh, his sword's going off again. Dark rituals, huh? Well, why would we be alone? We're in somebody else's place. But what is Prishe doing here? The fuck? Oh, hey, look, it's Celtus. Or, well, the boy. We'll learn that his name is Celtus eventually. Spoiler alert. The one who saved me. Traitors, there's no escape. Diabolos, huh? It's like Greek for devil or something. The terrestrial avatar of dreams? Diabolos? Final Fantasy VIII reference. Which can only mean we are already inside his dream. Oh, so Prishe isn't actually here, we're just in a dream. Seems legit. Okay, so this isn't going to be like a super hard fight, and I think we can use trusts. I don't think we really need them at 75, but I guess I could bring out Tenzin, just because he's supposed to be here, like, canonically by story, or whatever. And we'll give ourselves a full buff routine, and pretend like this fight's going to be, you know, difficult at all. Although it might actually hurt us quite a bit. Even though it's a level 40 fight or whatever, Diabolos himself is like, I don't know, 50-ish. He's got like 6,000 HP. And the real trouble is he has some very powerful abilities and skills. And also causes like the floor to fall away from you or whatever. And we might see that, we might not. He's like Darkness Elemental, so I don't think anything in particular is going to help us. But bar sleep will actually be kind of important. And I don't know, I just go for an arrow because I don't know what he's resistant to at all or not. The thing I like about my current gear sets is that my buffing set has like 250 more MP than my like TP and other sets. And so like whenever I do my preamble to the Constitution with buffing, I like basically don't need to rest my MP because my MP is going to go down when I switch gear sets anyway. Also, I got the Tenzin Trust from like I think an alter ego extravaganza that was going on last year. I don't know when we would actually naturally get the Tenzin 1 Trust. But here's Diabolos. He has draw-in, so you like people used to stand like up on the oh, there's Sleep Gun. And we're going to be resilient to it because we've got bar sleep, but also just the level, sheer level difference. Like, you can see how fast he's dying, right? Like, and you can actually get Diabolos as an avatar. There's a level 75 version of this fight where he's a lot more powerful. And has like 11,000. Oh, that was cool. Damn, Tenzin. Tenzin got hands. Your efforts are in vain, for this is nothing but a dream. I am the ruler of the subconscious plane. What you dream becomes my dream, and what I dream becomes your world. Now sleep. I will not let you drag me into the darkness. That flame? Phoenix! The blazing life force of the Avatar flows through my blade. I, Tenzin, left my country in the Far East after hearing the warning of the Avatars. The warning that the Keeper of the Apocalypse's return was imminent. I have come here to request your assistance. Of the 5 crystals, 3 have been overcome by emptiness. By the emptiness. It is not the duty of the 5 terrestrial avatars to protect... Is it not the duty of the 5 terrestrial avatars to protect the crystals? Let's join in arms and defeat the enemy of light. Battle the emptiness. So Phoenix still remains unwhole. That is why she continues to feed people false hopes, all the while forgetting the truths that lie in the battles fought 10,000 years ago. False hopes? How can you say such a thing? Listen carefully, children of the dawn. Emptiness is not without reason. Its place is set in the eternal scheme of the universe. And true reason is that which lies deep within your soul. Reason that makes you what you are. So if emptiness is reason, then our souls are filled with it? To defy the will of the Twilight God is to defy reason. Any attempt to escape from emptiness is futile. Now that the emptiness encroaches on your soul, you can hear its voice, and the voice that calls back. The voice of the emptiness within you. The voice of emptiness. However, there is no need for despair. 10,000 years ago, the Kulu too lost all hope. It is then that I was born here in the depths of their city. I am the ruler of dreams, and within my dreams, within my kingdom of Dynamis, people can escape the harshness of reality. Emptiness consumes the body, but the soul lives on. It lives on in my world. If the Keeper of the Apocalypse truly is on his way, there is nothing left on Venediel for the children on Altana. Nothing but annihilation. Now come, save yourselves while you still have the chance. Let go of all you know and enter my world, as have many others. The realm of dreams is the paradise, free of pain and strife. Shut up, you monster. Why would anyone want to live in your prison anyway? How do you know we can't defeat the emptiness? Have you even tried? Fool, you have heard the voice of the emptiness, so you are aware of what lies beyond my dreams. And even so, you tell me you do not fear what you heard? Why would I be afraid of that? I survived beastman attacks, huge explosions, and the fall of Damnasia. People can do anything if they don't give up hope. Isn't that right, Calm Wind? Destiny is destiny, baby. Don't you know nothing about causality? Oh. This is a butt-down must situation. Why? Why do you remember what you saw in my world? Was I who led you to my realm, or was it you who led me to yours? If that is true, then this light is that of the crystal. Sometimes I think, like, Final Fantasy's creator and Final Fantasy in general. Oh, it is all a dream. We're asleep on the floor. How about that? I never picked that up as a teenager. So that was all literally a mental dream battle. I was unable to stop the boy. But for what reason was he here? And what is the truth behind the words of Diabolos? Dun dun dun. Cool beans. Okay, so we beat the fuck out of him and he didn't even get to do Nightmare because Tenzin got hands. Nightmare is an attack that guarantees sleeps you and also inflicts Bio 3 at the same time on every party member. The Bio does not wake you up, and so poison potions do not work to wake you up from it. The only thing that works to wake you up from it is curing magic, and the only way to resist it is to deal with it is either to stun it before it happens so that it doesn't happen, or to have bar sleep or resist sleep trait with like paladin subjob. So it's like a whole thing. And yeah. Wait, there's a home point crystal here, right? Like, unless we got spit out on the wrong side again or something. There's no map for this area. Okay, so we haven't been fully spit out. Also, something we didn't get to see, we didn't actually get to see any of the tiles fall down yet. The tiles that you fight Diabolus on, they fall down, and beneath him is like a pit of dire mites that back in the day were all incredibly tough or whatever. So like if you fell, you were screwed. But if for some reason you were able to live through it, oh, there's like an invisible wall or something. What the fuck? Well, that... Oh, wait, did we, like, fall or something? What the fuck just happened? Trippy. But yeah, you would fall and get eaten alive by dire mites. And that happened to me once or twice in the original fight, I remember. And, yeah, it was not a good time. But I do remember also the second time I did it on my other character that soloed all of Chains of Promathia. I was in the level 60s by the time I got to this point. Like, that was the strength level I needed back in, like, 2012 to solo this. And I fell down to the dire mites, and I just walked back up and was able to fight Diabolos, and the dire mites couldn't follow me. Like, they couldn't follow me down. Okay, so we gotta go back to, yeah, the infirmary. Because remember, that was like a shared dream between me, Prishe, and Tenzin just now. Oh god, this fucking Halloween... I thought the Halloween music was done! It stopped last night after I got the cutscenes in here! What fucking gives? Shut up with this Halloween... Halloween is over! She's been awake for the past few hours. I know. What do you think you're talking about? There's no way that the Cardinal could... I know, but even if she did, I'm positive there's a reasonable explanation. Oh, calm wind, I cannot begin to express my gratitude for you saving Prishe. She has informed me of what transpired that day, possessed by an unknown beast within her own dream. You and Tenzin were able to bring her back. However, we still do not know what has become of the amulet she carried. I sense that the goings-on of the past few days are but the tip of the iceberg. Calm wind, is there anything more you can tell us? That is a question we should be asking you. What are your connections with this criminal that I, the Duchy, and Calm Wind are searching for? The boy who has constantly eluded the Ducal Guard. Where is he hiding? Prishe, you must answer me. Why was that boy with you, and where has he disappeared to? Hell if I know. But there's one thing I can say. I don't care if he's on the top of Geno's most wanted list. If it weren't for him saving my butt, I'd be pushing up lilacs in the necropolis. Anyway, it's not the boy I'm worried about. What are you going to do about that monster in my dream? You said you knew what it was, right? Come on, spill it, old man. Why is that thing after me? Diabolos, terrestrial avatar of dreams. Terrestrial avatar? The terrestrial avatars are the 5 powerful gods born of Vana'diel and entrusted to protect her. Many eons ago, the 5 avatars fought a fierce battle with an evil presence that attempted to envelop and suffocate our world. There is the fiery bird of resurrection, Phoenix, whom the blade I carry at my side has been blessed by. Then there's the ruler of dreams, Diabolos, the guardian of the moon, Fenrir, the bringer of rainbows, Carbuncle, and the conqueror of the skies, Bahamut. We can already summon 2 of them, and we can get Diabolos if we can get someone to kill it for us at 75. But Bahamut? You have heard of the legend of Bahamut? It just so happens that I have traveled across many miles of ocean to this continent in order to meet Bahamut and request his assistance in stopping the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Now that you mention it, when I went to Cape Reverne, I do remember Bahamut saying something about a keeper of some sort. Keeper of the Apocalypse? Prishe, those are the words you spoke while you were unconscious. All I remember is that before you guys arrived, that monster Diabolos talked about a song that sang of the Keeper. What was it called? Memory de la Stona? Or Memory de la Setona? I don't know what the up arrow between the S and the T is supposed to represent. He said that when the Keeper arrives, our pact will be fulfilled, whatever that means. And that's why he told me to see Bahamut as soon as possible. Our pact. What could he have meant? Beats me, and I don't plan on going back there to ask him. I have a feeling that Bahamut could fill us in on the details. That's why I've got to get back to Tavnasia. Back to Tavnasia? You mean to tell me that you have come from the Marquisate? That is correct. However, we were teleported here by Bahamut when we tried to speak with him. I thought we were shoved into the Junoan airships and thrown off at Bastok. Okay, so Tenzin's gonna go along with us. The more the merrier, right? We'll meet you at the Tenchodo when you're ready to go. Oh, and you, Calmwind. I've been holding on to this amulet for just a little while longer. You got a problem with that? Hey, and when you're finished with your business here, why don't you come back to Tavnasia? You know the way, right? See you around. They just assume I can get there, like, no problem. Which, I mean, I can. But, like, they're gonna take, like, a boat from the Tenchodo or something. Okay, so for the next mission, we have to go to the Tavnasian Safehold. Yeah, we're going to stay on Red Mage for the foreseeable future. If I remember right, the next battle we have to do, or the next big battle we got to do, we're going to need magical damage. I sort of mentioned it in my last recording, but it's against a Grand Worm, if I remember right. But he's not really that hard. I remember back in the day I was able to solo him in 2012 at level 64 Red Mage. It wasn't effortless, but I was able to do it. And it's actually the start of what would, if Chance of Promathia was still level capped, or level synced, you, originally back in the day, you fought him with a full party of level 50s. And I remember getting help from my Link Shell back in the day for him. I don't understand why some people have bazaars sometimes. Okay, so we're just gonna teleport straight in. If we don't get the cutscene, then I'll exit on foot and re-enter. The Cradles of... Chapter 4, The Cradles of Children Lost. Oh, what a title. What's with the long faces? I'm back. Break out the brew and grub. The Elder wants to speak with them, huh? Grandpère, isn't that... Is that like some sort of bastardization of French? Like, isn't that like French for grandpa, essentially? What's up with elves always having to be French ass in this game? The same way in 14. Although in 11, all the elven have swarthy tan skin. Almost like they're more like Mesoamerican or Asian. Apparently, this guide says we can do Lufly's Meadows Supplies quest for conquest purposes now. I guess the rationale being that since the Tenchodo brought a boat here, it would now make sense for the region to be subject to conquest by the Three Nations or whatever. Okay, talk to dispatcher at K10 on the top floor. To the entrance with Pso'Xja behind it. Pretty sure it's just this walnut door, right? Some oddly strange directions, you know? You just say go through the walnut door at K10. Like, come on. Come on, Wiki, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ah, calm wind. Welcome back to the safe hold. This may sound odd, but on behalf of the residents of Tavnesia, I would like to thank you. Were it not for your arrival on this island, we would have more than likely been trapped here until our deaths, our existence unknown to those back on the mainland. To think that I would be reunited once again with my granddaughter. There is nothing I could say or do that could express my gratitude. But wasn't Almia here living with you anyway? What do you mean reunited with your granddaughter? And the musical theme playing is Graviton again. So he is Almia's grandfather. I apologize, but I must ask you to refrain from visiting the Avatar at the moment. Bahamut has built a nest but a few malms from this safe hold. If anyone or anything were to disturb him, the results could be catastrophic for Tavnesia. The diplomat from Juno, Nagmalada, should be returning from the Sacrarium shortly. I request that you accompany him on his journey to Bahamut's lair. Until then, feel free to rest within our city's walls. We shall try our best to meet any of your needs. I apologize for her actions. While it may not show, Prishe is cursed by a terrible sickness. I wish she would stay in the safe hold and rest, but that personality of hers will not let her do so. I am amazed her body holds it all. Now that Nagmalada has promised the revival of trade talks with Juno, Tavnesia needs Prishe to be healthy. Okay. I must meet with Bahamut before Juno dispatches its army. However, my hands are tied unless I can find Almia and speak with Lady Prishe. So he doesn't like what Dispatcher is putting down. Talk to Justinius at J6, and I'm gonna sneeze. I think I got the mic away in time. Man, my sneezes, like, 9 times out of 10, they just come out very suddenly. Like, they just happen. Sometimes I can feel them, like, burning in my nostrils, like, about to happen. And then like half the time when that happens, they happen or they don't. And I'm left with, man, look at this Elven's thighs. I think she has a sad side quest about losing her daughter, but damn those thighs. She could have another daughter. I'd give her another daughter. It is thanks to Prishe that our nation has grown strong over the past 20 years. Without her, we would not be where we are today. Her presence is a special one. A miracle bestowed upon us by the Dawn Goddess. However, there are now rumors that that miracle is about to fade. What will become of Tavnesia? You are looking for Almia? She probably went down to the coast. I must say, it is quite uncommon for her to argue with her grandfather like she did earlier. Oh, okay. So yeah, there is a family spat going on. Okay, head to Miseru Coast, and then travel southwest exit, and inspect the dilapidated gate. Oh yes, this is like the second time we have to go fetch Almia from that same gate. And we're gonna do it like 2 or 3 more times before the end of Chains of Promathia. So get used to going to this gate anytime someone tells you to go find Almia. She's always in the same spot, always being a hot elven redhead with a nice booty. And strumming on her harp and singing all beautiful stuff. While we're traveling, though, what do you think of the Chains of Promathia story so far? For me, it's setting off alarm bells in my head every time lore, actually deep parts of the lore come up, because I remember enough about the storyline of the game in conjunction with completing Seekers of Adoulin and Rhapsodies of Anadil of just a couple of years ago, or just like actually it was like 3 years ago. Actually, I guess it was more like 4.5 years ago. Whatever. I remember enough that I'm just like, oh wow, it is, you know, it is all related. I'm being amazed by it, but I don't really know how it comes off to an observer. You know, I don't really get a lot of comments. Even Colby stopped commenting quite a bit, which saddens me, but it's understandable. I don't really give him a lot of substance in these, and he's probably bored of watching them by now. He's got better things to watch. It's the problem with long-form content. Like, long-form content in and of itself is not bad, especially if it's quality, obviously. But, like, when it's something like this that's, like, relatively low quality, and there's, like, a lot of it, like, there's just no incentive to, like, just watch it unless you're deeply invested in it already. Which, that is to say, you know, at this point, I'm doing my Let's Plays more for me than I am for any, you know, audience. Although I'm surprised that my subscriber count actually increased by 5. It doesn't sound like a lot. It's really not a lot by actual, like, YouTuber career standards or anything. But to me, it's a lot. Like, I mentioned it before, like, my sub count for, like, a long time when I started, like, getting remotely serious and uploading a lot, just, like, sat at 69 for, like, 11 months. And would drop down to 68 and then go back up to 69. And, like, one time it went to 70, but then immediately dropped down to 69. And it was really funny having a meme number of subscribers. But, you know, like, I just got really tired of seeing it just sit there. And it finally went up. And, like, it went all the way up. Like, after, like, a year or two of like, serious Let's Play uploads, it went up to, like, 80. And then hovered around 80 for the longest time. Got up to 81, then up to 82, and then, like, within the past couple of weeks, it shot up to 87. Oh, she's playing beautiful music. No, don't stop. Always looking for you, baby. I had the biggest crush on Almia as a teenager, and I still do. She's a woman. When I was but a young girl, I came here to whisper a prayer to the goddess, and truly was it answered. Oh, little kid Almia. Hey, it's Prishe. She looks exactly the same as she does in the current day, except she doesn't have her fancy headdress. Hear your thoughts from malms away? You're so full of angst, I could hear your thoughts from malms away. Malms are miles, by the way. You didn't make it into the choir. You were too nervous to sing in front of everyone. Unbelievable. I guess I can understand why you'd want to join the cathedral choir. You get to wear those pretty clothes and every meal is a feast. But it's not the end of the world, you know. Listen to me, you might be too young to realize it, but this world is one damn big place. Let me put it this way. The world that stretches away to the right, and the world that stretches away to the left, combined with the world above and the world below, that's a whole lot of world around you. Do you get it? This Marquisate you live in is just one part of the Tavnasian archipelago, which is just one part of the world of Vana'diel. The world of Almia is just one tiny little corner of all that. But I guess your dream of singing in the choir is over. So is your parents' dream that you would enter that world. But the world where you can sing can still exist in Vana'diel. Do you see? Come on, let's hear you sing. Let's make that world right here. So, if it's not obvious, this is the part of the story that actually makes it concrete. That Prishe is either very short and stuck and just can't grow tall, or she's been cursed to never age. Or maybe blessed to never age. Prishe, you've snuck out of the cathedral again. Cardinal Madarian! Dun dun dun. See you around, Almia. But they didn't show us Meldarian's face. Because they're trying to set up a twist. Which I'm pretty sure I already spoiled. But you know, whatever. Thanks to Prishe, my wish was granted, and I was able to join the choir. That was when I learned that she was the abhorrent one, who had long ago been connected with the Tavnasian cathedral. I also discovered that the power she was born from should be reviled, not Prishe herself. However, that was not the only time that Prishe was to help me. When we were swept up in the storm of war, were it not for her power, I doubt we would have survived the terrible fate that befell our city. What she accomplished was nothing short of a miracle. As you are no doubt aware, while we were on the mainland, a plea for aid to Juno was made with Magmalada's assistance. The eyes of the people of Thanasia were shining so very brightly, just as they did that time when Prishe was still called the Abhorrent One. Dawn Goddess, bless me with your wisdom. We need your guidance in choosing the right path of action. What must I do? Is Prishe truly deserving of such revilement? I wish to save her, but in doing so, do I damn myself? Surely such an act can be forgiven. Swing! Was that Bahamut? Oh, Bahamut, one of the terrestrial avatars. Could Bahamut be the one to answer my questions? Come in, I will go to meet with him. Would you accompany me on my journey? We go to Monarch Lynn, the home of Bahamut. Okie dokie. So, do we just go straight there? Do we go back to the safe hole? What do we do? If the cutscene appears bugged and will not allow you to continue, disable your 60 FPS plugin if you are using one and restart the game. It's funny that that's included in the guide because I don't know why the fuck you'd want this game to be at 60 FPS. It doesn't need to be for one, and for like another, like, just the fact that you're gonna like force it to be with a plugin is retarded. I hate techies. I really do. Okay. Alright. Head to Reverne Site B01. Very well. You know, we're already at an hour, so I will I will bite the bullet and mount up. I think we could technically get there a little bit faster if we, no, I guess there's not a home point crystal there. I thought there was a home point crystal next to Revern site, but maybe it's on the inside. Yeah, it's really funny to me, like, every tech-obsessed person that's like, oh, I need all my games to be at 60 FPS. Like, they don't really actually, most of the time, understand why certain gamers want 60 FPS. And, you know, so you can see every frame of the game or whatever, so that you can have an advantage over the game. You know, you can see boss wind-ups, you know, like, better, slightly better and stuff. But most of the time, you know, it's just this obsession. It's like, oh, I can tell that the game's done at 60 FPS. And in a game like Final Fantasy XI, you really can't. Like, everything in this game happens slowly enough that like, frame rate... Like, you could play this game with dial-up internet and, like, really shitty computers back in the early 2000s. Like, you really think 60 frames per second is necessary? If you do, you're retarded. I'm sorry, but that's just fact, okay? And, like, I don't know, people nowadays are, like, so obsessed with that crap. Like, there's even people who are pushing, they're like, I've got my computer to run at 144 frames per second. Like, well, did you get a monitor that's capable of displaying 144 frames per second? No. Well, then, you know, you're not actually displaying it. And furthermore, you know, the human eye can barely tell the difference between 60 and 30 frames. So, like, the difference between 60 and 144, you're not going to be able to tell a difference unless it's doing something like fucking up an animation. Wow, we've got quite the party here. I wonder if you can get Justinius as a trust. Obviously, we have Tenzin as a trust. And after Chains of Promathia, we should be able to get Olmia at some point as a trust. With an experienced adventurer like Calm Wind and the Phoenix Blade at my side, there's nothing for her to fear. It would seem that Bahamut is indeed close by. Can't let you do that, Star Fox. Oh, shut the fuck up, Jabukis. Ah, fuck Nakamulata. Ha ha. Typical Zoomers. Wrong warping. Yeah, kick their ass, Justinian. Or Justinius. Whatever. Okay, so we're in Revern Site B01, which is a level 50 cap zone back in the day. Now it's uncapped. But you start to see lesser rocks here. There's wyverns again. There's hippogriffs again. They're all stronger than they were before. And if I remember right, in this particular one, they added in... there's like a section of it that wasn't level synced. Or something. At least at some point. And we have to kill the wyverns again for giant scales to open displacements again. We only actually need one scale to get to the story part, but apparently there's a geomagnetic fount we can get that will let us teleport straight up here if we want. But, eh. Yeah, I should have started buffing. Whatever. I can still buff. So it's whatever. I should probably just pull out, in the interest of time, I should probably just pull out other trusts too after we kill this pyro drake. Oh, we got the giant scale. Okay. I don't think we'll be fighting anything else. And honestly, I don't really care about the geomagnetic fount. I don't remember ever actually coming back here for story purposes. So, travel westward to the unstable displacement at G8/H8. So it's like basically almost all the way to the west. And just like before, you used to have to dodge all these monsters when you came in here. And obviously you'd be traveling with your party, so if you did aggro one of them, you would all need to stop and either let the person die and like re-raise, or more realistically, fight to the death. And I don't know, I don't give a shit about the geomagnetic fount right now, because we got like a battle to go through and a cutscene to go through. It's not important to me. Are these a higher level? Oh, these are actually easy prey. How about that? Well, in case we get aggro from one, let's just summon Sid or something. And, I don't know, Tenzin. We don't really need like a proper trust layout if the monsters are weak, but if they're gonna stop us and slow us down, we might as well kill them quickly. Or be able to kill them quickly. I'll be a little bit quiet and let my throat rest from talking. Part of me wonders why the giant scales can open the displacements. Like, I guess it's like, you know, the weight of the Bahamut, so it's like you're opening it with dragons or whatever. But can't the wyverns just fly, like, between these islands? Like, why would they need the displacements? So, like, why would their scales react to the displacements at all? I don't know. Like, we have to go through these because we can't fly. And I guess they're what's, like, keeping the islands, like, together as they float. It's all, like, Bahamut's power and stuff. I don't know, video game logic. Fantasy logic. Use dragons to get to dragon. You know what? Actually, let's see if we get another giant scale, because apparently, like, it's on the way. Geomagnetic fount. Well, maybe we'll get it. Okay. Cool beans. So they say, to unlock the geomagnetic fount, continue southwest and enter the spatial displacement at the tip of E7. Is this the tip of E7? Looks like it. Oh, but wait, it says... Then trade your... Okay. Go through this one, then trade to the next one. And... Oh, there's a home point crystal. That's interesting. I would think that that would be somewhere else, but whatever. Did we not need a... Huh. Well, whatever. I was going to get the geomagnetic fount, but we have that home point warp now, so we can just come back here anyway and get it off screen. Like, it's just a geomagnetic fount, so I'll get it off screen. I don't really care. Because, you know, it's just, you find the geomagnetic fount. Oh, you returned your geomagnetic to it or whatever. And apparently these directions, again, on the wiki suck. Okay, so we want our mine set up. And yeah, we wanna rest our MP up. Oh, come on now. Rest my MP up. So we're gonna be doing buffing when we get inside. And honestly, I might just summon some mage trusts to make it go down easier. I don't know. Like, it's not gonna be a hard fight for me. It's just, it could be kind of irritating. And this is the quest that I saved up hippogriff feathers for before last year, because you make an item with them called Mist Melts, which is how you deal with the fight with a bunch of melee jobs. the dragon will fly, use a mist melt on it, and it causes it to come back down. Alright, let's go on in. Let's do this thing. Come on now. Come on. There you go. The record is held by Cyberman. What is happening? All those who traverse the endless sea of clouds, all those who bear the shadowless sun as they cross the skies, winged brothers and sisters, hear my call. It is I, Bahamut, King of the Worms. Come and gather here before me. The time has come for the fulfillment of the ancient pact. And the lightning weather is causing bright flashes to happen occasionally. Because shit's jank. Not dragons, worms. Their king, Bahamut, has called upon his minions. And now they gather from all parts of the world to prepare for a war to protect the Mother Crystals and invent a deal. Are you sure about that? Worm King Bahamut, Bahamut Conqueror of the Skies. Can you hear me? It is I, Tenzin. I have traveled halfway across the world carrying the breath of the Phoenix. I have heard your call. The Keeper of the Apocalypse is among us, and its emptiness has already enveloped 3 of the Mother Crystals. I have received the blessings of the Flame of Resurrection. Allow Phoenix and I to accompany you in your efforts to destroy the Keeper. So he's got Fafnir, Nidhogg, Virtra, Jormungandr, Tiamat, and Oryu. Oh, they don't like him. The future of all Vana'diel is in danger, and you mock my sincere request? Lord Bahamut, are you no better than the ruler of dreams, Diabolos? Do you too look down upon my incompleteness? Incompleteness is the least of your petty faults. Open your eyes to the destiny that lies before you, Oblivion. That's Oryu. He's an Earth Dragon. Okay, so we're just gonna buff up. I might as well eat a marinara slice for when he's on the ground. We want refresh first, I guess. Man, the flashing is happening because there's like inset lightning weather. I don't know, it's just annoying. Please stop doing that. Come on, game. Let's see. We want Bar Stone. Oh, we don't got Composure on. God damn it. We want Bar Stone. And I guess, I don't know, Bar Petrify. I don't remember him doing anything actually petrification-y, but when he takes to the air, when any Grand Worm takes to the air, their attacks become elemental, and it's the element associated with them as a dragon. Oryu is earth, Jormungandr is ice, Tiamat is fire, Virtra doesn't fly, but would be darkness. At least I don't think Virtra flies. I've never seen Virtra fly. But that makes stuff like Shell completely awesome and important. And also the bar spell completely important. And people used to make damage resistance, well, elemental resistance sets specifically for this. Although at level 50 you don't have a lot of options. And oh my god, that flashing is driving me nuts. I don't think Shock Spikes will do anything to him, especially while he's in the air, but he's not going to be in the air for, like, the entire fight, so. Just for like half of it. Oh, Ryu. Dun dun dun. Yeah, you cast that Stone Skin, you son of a bitch. And since he's Earth Elemental, we won't be able to slow him. But we got the Paralyze going. Probably get Blind going, even though we don't really need to. We can probably get Poison going, that'll help. That's pretty much it. Now let's go to town on him. And when he's on the ground, he behaves just like Fafnir. Oh, but he took off. So that means our melee attacks no longer work. Which means we might as well put on our staff and nuke the shit out of him. Oh, he already came back down. How about that? Two things control him being in the air, and we changed him to orange with fire. How about that? One of the things that controls him being in the air is, I guess, level of damage done, but also mist melts and also time. I think normally, if your damage is a lot lower on him, he stays in the air for like 2 minutes at a time or something like that. Like, at this point, I don't even know if I should pull my sword back out. Also, his attacks while in the air, they're not physical. So they bypass Isusimi. Oh, and we won already, because we don't actually have to kill him, we just had to weaken him enough to win. Phoenix, you have found yourself quite a brave soul to bear your burdens. Not many can withstand the fury of Oryu. Well, Tenzin didn't resist shit, I did. However, the actions you have chosen to take are useless. While you are fully aware that the children of Altana are powerless against emptiness, you still drag them into your games. Bahamut, in size, we may seem like mere insects to you, but our strength is beyond anything you can imagine. Our roads lead to the most distant lands. Our songs ring out across the seas. When united, there is nothing we cannot do. If you think of this as a game, then it is we who will bring victory to Vana'diel. Bahamut, we fight for the same cause. There is no reason for us to feud. Let us join together and put an end to the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Silence, child. I need not hear your whimpering. Phoenix, I ask you, what is it that you wish? Phoenix, sing to these children. Tell them of our age. Innocent blood spills forth onto the plains of Vana'diel. The world shudders as she is thrust into chaos and despair. Neither power nor destiny can bring an end to what has already begun. However, through the storm of the night, a star of glory shines bright. Through the howling of the beast, the song rings clear. Shining star, echoing song, you are our dreams and prayers. The third verse of Memory de la Setona. The verse sung only by the gods. Oh, Almia sang it. Did she? Did Almia sing it? Or did Phoenix sing it? So you children also know of the Memory de la Setona. As a reward for your sagacity, I shall let you in on a secret. Ages ago, when people aspired to open the gates of paradise, there was a child who knew the fourth verse. That child came to me in search of my assistance, and thus we made a pact, an agreement that was to be put into motion the day the Keeper of the Apocalypse returned to Vana'diel. And that pact is? Gather, my minions. It is time for the ancient pact to be fulfilled. We shall return the light to the crystals. We shall save our mother, Vana'diel. Children of the Dawn, your end is near. I'm guessing the pact was to destroy mortals or something. Bum, 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 bum. We did it. And I don't even think, yeah, I didn't even wear my nuke setup. Oops. Yep, whatever. We did the work, Tenzin took the credit. How dare he? No, I'm kidding. Wait, what does it say? You can see Miseru Coast on the other side. Oh, okay, yeah. So, let's just go back to Monarch Lyn. Like back in the day, going back to Miseru Coast would have been the faster way to get out of here. But nowadays, since there's the home point warp right next to this, we might as well use that to warp back to the Tavnasian Safehold and save us time. Yeah, Chains of Promathia is an 8-chapter storyline, and this is like chapter 4, part 2. So this is like considered like the halfway point of Chains of Promathia, more or less. Tavnasia, there we go. I often forget where I'm going. I think number 3 is on the top. We just gotta speak to Justinius now. They just entered the Elder's quarters. Are y'all in trouble? People often have a tendency to block out truths that are too terrible to face. That Bahamut and his minions will destroy all mankind. All of us would wish this to be simply a nightmare from which we eventually awake. The Keeper is born, the children of Altana must die. Bahamut was singing it, okay. Long ago, our ancestors, the Ancients, fought many a great battle with the terrestrial avatars. Among those battles, the most feared and drawn out was that fought by Bahamut over the opening of the gates of paradise. It was during that fight that people learned of the emptiness, the will of Promathia. However, I know little of the Twilight God. Lady Almiel, will you not give us insight into the deity's connection with Vana'diel and its children? I apologize, sir. However, that is something we are forbidden to speak of. Forbidden? Traveler from the east, let me explain. Promathia, simply speaking his name, brings damnation. As has the Dawn Goddess Altana, the Twilight God has existed since the beginning of time. However, unlike the kind and giving Altana, Promathia is known as the Lord of Chaos. It is said that his curse unleashed on mankind for the sin of opening the gates of paradise dooms us to an eternity of strife. The only way for us to be saved from this horrendous curse is to forget it, and that is why the name Promathia cannot be seen nor heard anywhere across Vana'diel. Well then, how do people know it? For example, Bahamut's warning. We knew all along that Bahamut would one day appear and attempt to destroy us. You knew? That is why the moment we heard his voice, we mobilized our armies to capture him before he could assemble his minions. However, Your imprudent meddling has interfered with our plans and prevented us from accomplishing our mission. Do you truly wish to see the bodies of your fallen brothers lie sprawl across the barren plains of a dead world? Doesn't it feel like he's lying, though? Didn't he, like, go to Bahamut and, like, reveal that he's a Kulu and that, like, he fought alongside Bahamut back in the past? However, I had received permission from the Duke Vicarious, Eshantarl. It can't be treason. He's not part of your fucking nation, you dumbass. Calmland, where's your amulet? Calmland, retrieve the amulet from the girl and bring it to the resting place of the fourth crystal in the Northlands. The crystal is located deep below Castles of All, and it can only be reached by traversing the ruins of Pso'Xja. Shut up, Jibukis. I don't want you here. The soldiers have left the Sacrarium. They're heading up and moving out. Secret boxes? Sacrarium? Wasn't that where they were said to keep that magicite that was talked about last chapter? He's gonna wait for us in Pso'Xja, huh? A little bit weird. Well, anyway. We're bypassed an hour and a half, and I think that's a good place to stop for now. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day, and I'll see you again.